Like, wow, that was really quick time, and you're like, no, it wasn't.
Yeah, it's been days, you asshole.
Literally days.
But like with this, like, I mean, can you pick up a quest and then if you don't do it, does it just sort of automatically end and fail or something? Does that happen?
No, it's not necessarily. But like, so
not that dynamic then.
No, but one like notice board quest is I was I needed to escort somebody to like the other edge of the fucking map, and there's no like fast traveling or like rides at this point, so you're just foot traversing this entire terrain. He had to come with me. He was kind of useful. It was a cheap way to get a fifth member to the party, but to do this, I had to like get through a mine that had a bunch of trolls in it, and that's a quest unto itself. So I was doing that quest while this guy was still with me, but he died in that fucking quest, and then the game saved because I completed that quest when he died. So now that guy's dead. I don't get him over that. I can't get him through the mine and over to the other city that he wants to go to. I mean, and then of course that quest ended.
That encourages like so much immersion that I don't know, that I tried to like have an unbreakable sense of immersion when I played Mass Effect 3 as a most recent example.
Right.
In that if I didn't know what the decisions, like the consequences of any decision I made were going to be, and I tried so hard to decide to just not redo something if I didn't like the consequences of my decision. And not to get too into Mass Effect 3, but there was only one occasion where I went back because I really hated what happened when I made one decision, but that sort of ability to do that does break the immersion of a game, and this game is kind of, in a way, it's kind of saying fuck you for not being able to stick to your guns.
That's exactly what it's doing. It's saying, no, you're going to do this, and you will suffer consequences that you don't know about.
That's cool. I like that.
See, I do too.
In principle,
I know what you're talking about, Alex. Like, the ability to actually go back and change your decisions, it feels like cheating.
It does.
And I don't like that. But at the same time, I don't like the idea of dealing with consequence.
in real life, especially.
Yeah, like if somebody showed up at my house today and said, "I heard what you said on that podcast, boy. I'll kick your ass," and then they kick my ass. Those are consequences I wouldn't like to deal with it in real life.
Yeah,
I definitely don't want that in a game.
Yeah, I mean, and I totally get it. It's one of those things where like, there's no middle ground. You have to make that decision. As a designer, do I break the immersion that the player is going to experience, or do I just say tough shit? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like there's definitely a balance there that you have to consider, like at the very inception of the game.
Yeah,
because you know
what the balance is? Having it as an option at the beginning when you start the game. Like the ability to reload something, like before.
Yeah, like in a hardcore mode, you wouldn't be able to do it.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like your decisions are final, consequences are yours. Deal with them.
Yeah.
Because art always imitates life, and video games are art to some extent.
Well, and some people don't think so. That's the other thing.
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's the retards out there that just want the next Call of Duty. So fuck them.
Well, but I mean, like, there's people that just they still cling to the idea that a game is a game and that's it. It's not art. And
yeah.
But I think that we're all in agreement that games are, at least to a certain extent, art. So
they certainly can be.
Yeah,
I'm one of those people that want the most immersive experience possible without, and I totally admit I'm hard to please. I want the most immersive experience possible without feeling like I'm working or that I'm living. I play games as entertainment as well. I don't want to feel like I'm dealing with real life issues.
Well, you need some games that are definitely trying to be art in that they are reflecting or imitating life, as you say. But then you want the other games. You want there to be other games that just are a way to turn
just
your
let
brain
me kill
off.
a hooker,
Yeah,
without any consequence.
A corset clad on the horseback hooker, though.
On horseback, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Let me take her money and steal the horse.
The horse starts
Dragon's Dogma, it does. I'm sorry, Alex, go ahead.
I was just making a joke about how the horse would start rocking back and forth, though, while she was on it with you.
Oh, and but with Kinect controls. No, it does. It sounds like a hell of a game. And is it out for PC? Do you know?
I don't believe so.
Is it? I'm gonna have to check it out. Definitely. Oh, and for those of you, since we were talking about Mass Effect 3, for those of you who haven't done so yet, Origin is having a 50% off sale on all their major titles this weekend, Memorial Day weekend. So if you haven't picked up Mass Effect 3 or Battlefield 3, both very good games despite being from EA, you can go pick them up for a really decent price right now, $29. So there you go.
Sell out.
Dude, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna. Unbelievable! Fuck both of you. It's a good deal.
It is a good deal. No, I'm totally with you on that. I actually, well, I'm assuming all the Mass Effect games are on sale as well as Mass Effect 3, right?
I don't know.
I would assume so.
I only saw a couple.
Okay, because if they were, this would be a good opportunity for someone new to the series to pick up all three of them. Because I have friends who haven't played any of them, and I think that something like this would be excellent for people like them.
I definitely did that
absolutely.
the last time there was a sale, because as someone who only plays on PS3, I didn't get to play Mass Effect 1. Yeah. So I totally missed out on that. So I had to download and start playing it.
Holy shit.
Yes, right?
Yeah. I am just like you, never played Mass Effect 1. Don't feel like I'm really missing out, honestly, because I don't want to play it and find out, holy shit, I fucking hate Mass Effect 2 and 3 now.
No, that won't happen.
No.
But
yeah.
You really don't need to play Mass Effect 1.
Yeah. Well, especially knowing where it's going to go. The mystery's all gone. You're just like, who gives a shit?
Well, I mean, yeah, absolutely. At this point, you don't need to. If you hadn't played any, I would say absolutely play Mass Effect 1.
Oh,
but
sure.
Since you've already done 2 and 3, fuck it.
Yeah.
But anyways, let's wrap this shit up, guys.
All right. Went long with you nuking the show.
Yeah, well, whatever, dude. I had
great.
to expend some rage.
No, I loved it. I think we all loved it, didn't we? Scotty D, show a sound effect for if you loved it.
Don't do that.
Scotty he almost dropped the faggot on me. Anyways, you dick. All right. So May 31st, we got the announcement for the new Star Wars game. What do you guys say? You want to do a special episode for that?
Yeah,
sure.
Definitely. Nice
Absolutely.
little show.
Yeah, I think if anything is important enough for a special episode, that would probably be it. Mm-hmm. And we've got E3 right around the corner. Basically, how it's going to work, guys, is that we're going to be broadcasting every day for E3, wrapping up all the big news, giving our thoughts, our impressions about it. I will try to hold my anger in check. I cannot promise anything. But that is the show for this week. Visit the site, www.pixelapocalypse.com. There will be a site update coming before E3. A lot of new stuff's going to be added in. I'm actually rededicating myself to the site. I've been slacking off. I'll admit it. Totally have. Haven't been looking for new writers. Haven't been doing news. Kind of just depressed about fucking life and the state of the industry. But I've got that out of my system. I did that today. I cleansed myself. I gave myself a colonic, if you will. So that's all gone. I'm going to rededicate to the site, make it a bigger, better place. Get back to doing news, get us back to where we were before I started getting lazy. And we'll continue to do the live shows, and that'll be fantastic. What else do we got? Follow us friend us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. Hit the site and sign up. Leave some comments on the show. Tell me what an asshole I was. That would be fantastic, because I'd love to fucking just snap off on all you fuckholes. Except for the fans. If you're new to the show and you feel like I was a little bit out of line, go ahead, leave a comment. I fucking dare you, cocksucker. But otherwise, any closing thoughts, guys?
Yeah, well, I mean, I feel like that was a really good moment of exorcism for you, man. You had to get those demons out, so I'm glad you did.
I did, dude. I feel like we do this, and every couple of months you get to a point where you're a little bit burnt out.
I think it was last time this happened. It was that time that you ducked out early. I think it was the Game of the Year episode, actually, early this year. Remember that? You ducked out early while Shaq and John started talking about Dark Souls on edge.
That's wildly unprofessional. I think you're right. I think I actually did that.
Yep.
I was more burnt out with fucking Shaquille Hansford at that point than anything else.
As long as you worked it out of your system. As long as we're good.
We're good. We're good.
All right.
And if you guys need to snap one show, just let me know. I'll give you an entire segment. You can just go right the fuck off.
Hey, I snapped on Connect, and then I completely lost traction because I didn't even know what the fuck CES was.
Yeah, that was bugging me. Like, you mentioned it, and I couldn't remember, and I was just like, fuck, what was that called?
Yeah.
And Joe was like, the show is dying.
This is
fuckholes.
This has become a nuclear submarine of a show. I mean, it's just...
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
You need one every once in a while.
We do.
So, let me just reiterate. Loyal audience, I love you. Always will. Everybody else, you could go fuck yourselves. You're whores. I hate you. I want you to die. Get your ass to Mars. Get off my planet. I just want to rule everything. I think that's what it is.
Get your ass to Mars.
Thank you. I think...
That was appropriate.
I feel like I need to be put in charge of everything, and that way, I could weed out the dumb. Because for some reason,
Nate, I should
the
probably
dumb
tell you.
just seems to rise to the top.
It's true, it does, but I just got done reading recently a book called The Science of Evil, in which there's a lengthy discussion about narcissistic personality disorder. You should probably check it out.
Of course. There's nothing new in that book for me. I'm self-aware enough to know that I'm a fucking Hitler.
Alex, Nate doesn't read. Stop it.
Don't ever put me in charge. I mean, I say it, but don't do it. You'll end up dead. Alex, you'll end up in a fucking line on your way to fucking... to some camp to get launched off the planet.
Dude, I'm German, man. I do the launching.
Oh.
That's terrible. Yeah, we're going to a very bad place. I'm ending this fucking show.
I want the
All right,
people
guys.
to know that they still have 2 out of 3 branches of the government working for them, and that ain't bad.
Yeah. All right, that's the show for this week. It was a fucking disaster. I apologize. We'll see you fucking May 31st for a Star Wars show, if you're still around. Say goodbye, motherfuckers.
Later.
Bye-bye.
Hasta la vista,